What is up, you guys? This is JYoungGo2 back with another video, and in this video today, if you saw the title and the thumbnail, you know we're going to be discussing Jayson Tatum. And right now, if you look at the Eastern Conference and you see the best team, well, not just in the Eastern Conference, but the league as a whole, for crying out loud, the Boston Celtics are the best team in the entire NBA. And I really don't think it's a question at all. I think this team, on paper, and when you look at the statistics and you look at just NBA as a whole, they're the best team in basketball. I mean, there's no really question about it. I think the Boston Celtics are the best team in basketball. And right now, if we had to summon the playoffs right now and start it right now today, they will be the team that's going into the NBA Finals and winning it all. And you see, one thing about the Celtics as well is that they have a lot to prove. Let's be real. Last year, in the NBA Finals, I would say that Jayson Tatum kind of did somewhat, fell off. He kind of didn't live up to the pressure, the expectation. And many people were getting on him about it, in those crucial moments when the Celtics really needed him the most in that series. And now coming into this season, it's like it's a bigger chip on the shoulder, And many people were saying, well, he can't, be in the same conversation as these players and this and that. But now this season, Jayson Tatum has a lot to prove. And the thing is, it's just a regular season, for crying out loud. But he's already shown that he's been putting in the work. I mean, the guy, he's averaging career highs. I mean, he's averaging 30 points a game, which is not even, it's just top 5, which is crazy enough to say right there alone that there's 4 other players that are averaging over 30 points per game. But Jayson Tatum is averaging 30.2 points per game, 4.1 assists, 8.3 rebounds. He's shooting 85% from the free throw line. He also has a true shooting percentage, 61%, which is the highest mark of his entire NBA career. And really, when you look at Jayson Tatum and the Boston Celtics in general, obviously they acquired Malcolm Brogdon over free agency, which was a huge pickup for them. And really, I think was probably one of the missing pieces that they needed to really compete even further and add more depth to this team. Tatum, what's really one of the big things about him is that he's improved his game on the off ball really well. He's able to get wide open opportunities for his teammates and also for himself. And as we all know, especially on the offensive end, what he's capable of doing and how much he's grown, and of course as a defensive player as well. And even though they don't have Ime Udoka now as a head coach, Mazzulla has definitely been able to come in and pretty much picked off where he left. The only difference being though that this team on the offensive end is a really good team, the best offensive rating in the entire NBA, compared to last season, which more so defensively. Ime Udoka was just a really great defensive-minded coach as well. He had one of them as one of the best defensive teams. But this year, they ranked 11th. And not as high, but they're still overall a very good defensive team. And I think looking at this Boston Celtics team and just Jayson Tatum alone and seeing the growth that this team has had, I always talk about this, but it's just funny how, this is of course when Brad Stevens was the head coach, but it's crazy how a coach could come in and just really implement change for a team. And the thing goes, we all know that back then the Celtics, they didn't really have, of course, as much depth on their team, and they had really good teams. We've seen Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have both had some fairly consistent playoff runs throughout their entire NBA career. So early on, for them to be so young, they've experienced nothing but pretty much winning basketball for the most part. And obviously they had their droughts and times, and we doubted them and underestimated them many times. I mean, I don't think many people saw this switch coming into the Celtics. I mean, it came last season, but I don't think many people really saw it coming. But you remember the times when basically it would be either Jayson Tatum or Jaylen Brown just creating their own offense and not really getting everybody involved. And now it's just so great to see them play team basketball. I mean, we've seen the chemistry of Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Marcus Smart all grow over time with this Boston Celtics team. And, it's funny because even though this video is about Jayson Tatum, it's also, of course, about the Boston Celtics, because if you look at their team as a whole, it's just not Tatum who's definitely contributed to them in their winning ways. It's their whole unit of play in general. And the thing is, this is going to help, of course, Jayson Tatum, because we all know, though, he is the best player still on this team. And, he's transformed his game in very, very good ways. And really, that's going to keep him in the MVP conversation all season long, because originally I had Luka Doncic. I had him winning MVP this season. But after now seeing what I'm seeing, I still want Luka to possibly win the award. I can't lie. I'm not going to just switch up. But the possibility of Jayson Tatum winning the award is very high, simply due to the fact that the Celtics are the best team in basketball and all of that. But these guys they're hungry. They want to win. That's the thing about the Celtics. Jayson Tatum, they want to succeed and they want to win an NBA championship. And I can see them winning, if not one, possibly two. And the thing is, they're young. Like, this is why the Celtics didn't trade away any of their guys in general, because these guys are so young and they have so much more room to grow. Jayson Tatum is only 24 years old. The man hasn't even reached his prime yet. And the age you reach your prime in the NBA is around 26 or in your 30s. And we haven't even seen the best of him play yet. And Jaylen Brown is 26 years old, so he's in the midst of his prime right now. So the thing is, these guys are young and they're talented and they have still so much room to grow. Marcus Smart, he's 28. These guys, this is just still the beginning for them. And the thing is, their time to really compete and win is now. And the thing is, the Celtics have surrounded this roster with great players, great talent to really compete at the highest level. And for Jayson Tatum, right now, as we speak, the guy is playing like the best player in basketball. And I think this is what we've all really wanted and waited to see from him come. We just all wanted him to play like the version we thought he could. And last year, we started seeing that really as the Celtics team transform into the team they are now, into seeing now what it could be fully for him. And that's the thing. These guys on the Celtics, they show promise, as we all know, from day one in their Jayson Tatum's rookie season of making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron, for crying out loud. And now look at them now. They made it to the NBA Finals last season. They could have won, but of course they lost. And now they have another opportunity to get it done this year as one of the best teams. And it's not going to be easy, of course, but I think right now, the way that the things are going, Jayson Tatum, he's playing like the best player on the best team. And look, let's just use common knowledge and common sense. Normally, that guy is the guy that normally wins MVP. So, yeah, man, that's really all I can say, because, it's still technically early on in the NBA season, and there's still many, many more basketball games to be played and seen. So, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.